deadly and potentially historic winter storm slamming millions of us across the country. It is a triple threat of snow, of ice, and this life-threatening Arctic cold that's going to stick around for days. I want to show you here. You're seeing some of these pictures we're getting in. Let me see if we can get a live look here. This is Boston. It is really coming down out there. We show you the latest track with the system taking aim at the Mid-Atlantic. That's New York on the left, by the way, too, live. And if you look at this track right now, it's the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast that's really in the thick of it. Conditions are going to get even worse for those folks in the hours ahead. Bill Karins, our meteorologist, is at his post where he has been for the last 36 hours. He's starting us off. The storm is getting very dangerous. It has turned deadly in some spots. And as you and I have talked about for days now, it is the ice that is creating a particular problem, especially in the south.
Yeah, Oxford, Mississippi, I've seen pictures, Hallie, of 1 inch accumulation of ice, and there's just trees everywhere that have fallen on cars, on power lines. And we're almost up to 1 million people now without power, and predominantly those are in areas of East Texas, northern Louisiana, through northern Mississippi, from Jackson all the way northwards to Oxford, Tupelo area, and then Nashville was hit hard. There's about 150,000 people in Nashville alone without power, and it's all because ice. They didn't really get the snow and sleet that they were hoping for. It was mostly a freezing rain event, and it's still coming down. It hasn't stopped yet. Memphis, you're done. Dallas is done, by the way. Also there in most areas, like Little Rock is finished. St. Louis, the storm is finishing up. The storm is at its peak right now. It's pretty much from Pittsburgh to New York to Boston, heading up now into central New England. It's been a very mixed bag. It started off as snow, D.C. southwards down towards Richmond. Now you're kind of like a wintry mix. We think you're going to go over to some freezing rain later on this afternoon, so conditions are going to continue to get treacherous. Let me fast forward you to 10 p.m. We're pretty much done with the storm from about Philadelphia southwards by 10 p.m. Still snowing very hard through central New England, Buffalo, New York State Thruway to the Mass Pike, all the way northwards through northern New England. When everyone gets up tomorrow morning, the storm is pretty much over with. Very windy, kind of snow blowing around, some light snow in areas of New England. But really the peak of the storm, Hallie, is right now till about 10 p.m. this evening.
And as you talk about it, Bill, it's really in the Northeast. I want to quickly get a live look here at Boston. And, Bill, they're a place that is at least used to the snow here. But one of the remarkable things about this system is how huge it is, stretching across so many states, as you're taking a live look there at those snow-covered roofs in Boston.
Yeah, we're lucky this was on a Sunday. I mean, this would have shut things down even in big cities that are used to snow for 2 days. It looks like this is going to be like a Sunday, Monday kind of shutdown for the areas that remain all snow. In Boston, by the way, when you're said and done, could be anywhere between like 6 to 12 inches of snow. Areas further to the south are also going to be dealing with icy problems, too. Now, the Boston area, we're thinking about 18 to 22 inches of snow for you, but even by Boston standards, that's a lot. Additional ice. So if we're going to get any power outages in addition to the nearly million we have right now, still focusing on upstate South Carolina, Charlotte to Raleigh to Richmond. It does not look to be as bad as we were forecasting yesterday. We got more sleet overnight, so that's good, but you still have to go through a period of freezing rain later today. Here's the additional snow that we think is going to fall. I-70 has gotten hit very hard. That's going to continue through central Pennsylvania for another couple hours. Another 4 to 6 in New York. You already have about 6 inches on the ground now. Philadelphia, just a little bit more, and then you're going to change over to sleet. D.C., it looks like mostly sleet to freezing rain, and then the heavy stuff, additional 10 to 14 Albany, Boston, an additional 16 to 20 inches of snow, Hallie. A lot more to go, especially in northern New England.
Yeah, no kidding. And even though, in some places they didn't get as much snow, the issue, Bill, is that this cold is going to stick around for days to come. It's just got nowhere to go, nowhere to melt.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.